Hey guys. Okay, so I wanted to say that before anyone starts to overthink or over exaggerate about how the planets within the universe has an effect on everyday people, I want people to realize first that the universe were here before people. Okay? We came after. Okay, even though there needed to be one person to create, but really that one person was an entity. They like to say that people in the ancient world created certain moons and certain planets and, and things like that. But it's still, either way you put it, the person who creates certain planets needs melanin because it's a strong foundation for a birth of newer things, okay? And they like to image a woman as being the birth of everything, which, yes, because, no one can bring it to life except for a woman. That's why I like to say that God is a woman because, people look for a man, but really it's the one who brings life into things, and that is definitely um, a woman. Um, Now, men can still have the same abilities mentally, but physically, things are done from a melanin perspective, um, but really it's done from God. Okay, so people were here on Earth after, the planet and everything was developed. So if you think about this, no one should really worry about if they're doing something wrong to control this and control that, or is this group of races has more power than this race. You can look at it like that, but honestly, you should look at it as if, not as if, but you should look at it specifically for what it is. We can help control certain things that go on the earth. A melanated person and someone who isn't melanated, depending on your mindset. But the planets were here, and they the planets have a lot of power over everyday beings. Okay, even though we have the main power, the planets were here and they see us and they look down upon us, on us, and they control a lot of things that we cannot control. And this is just science, and it's also something that's been written in script, um, and written in stone, from, the ancient ages of time. So what we think we're able to do by changing certain things or stopping this and stopping that, God of the universe, God is a spirit, period. God is a spirit. Um, so the creator is, yes, a woman. And just like as a woman would be birthing someone, there is a goddess of the universe, the birth of something. So it's just like in human form or in, material form, it's the birth of something, material form is the birth of something. You can say, like, for instance, a dresser, with a cabinet, you wanted something that you can set something, you wanted to build something that you can store something in, but you also wanted to put something on top of it, but you need to create that thing first. So in order for you to create certain things, such things that is capable of storing something, you need to be able to build it, and then you need to place it in there and then close it back up. So it's the same thing as a person being the birth of something, because you wanted something to store something in, but you need to create it first. That's the God. And that God created the woman, that's the cabinet. And by you opening up that cabinet and placing something inside, now you have what you created. So imagine a God creating a person, or the God itself, or the thing creating whatever it is that they wanted to create. And this goes back to ancient times, and melanated people are the powerful ones. This is why we say that, yes, it was wrong to do segregation and go through civil rights movement when we were the ones with the true power to heal everyone. But it was, I have to say, it was a form of jealousy and pure evil from certain Caucasians who did not, want them around. But this is their world. So, we all know that Caucasians came after. So we all know that this is our place. But still, yet, we didn't have a desire to harm anyone because it just wasn't in our heart. So because the world has moved on now, and people are realizing, what history has brought us and taught us, now we're able to understand that, the civil rights has passed, even though people still go through a little bit of segregated things, more African Americans are more freer. There aren't any more slaves like there were from centuries ago, because we are moving into an age of acceptance and more diverse, and the people of color are more taking a part of controlling the world. So yes, we did certain things to prevent segregation and racism from happening, but the planet seen us first. So the planet was here first before we were. So this is why we say there's no reason to continue being racist or continue with the, they're less of a person and they shouldn't rule this country or anything like that, because it was already ruled by the gods of the universe. So it's nothing that we can do. I mean, there's something that we can do, but we don't have to do anything, because all of the control is ran by the God of all gods, and that is the universe. And the God's the God's period, because it's just a spirit of good. And that's the reason why the universe was here first, and it sees us, and we can't control what the universe does. We can help, but really, God has his children, and he will protect his children no matter what. See ya.